you can pay up on items and you could still make some really decent money. Yeah, you just found those yesterday. How's it going, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to go over some items that sold on eBay recently. We're going to be talking about stuff that sold for $20 or more. Like it's been recently, it's been a few days since we put out a video. So if we talked about every single thing in this video, just be like an hour long. My wife is going to be helping me today. So she's here. And also my wife recently got really into reselling, right? You want to talk about that a little bit? No? So she recently, like probably the last week and a half, 2 weeks, has really been getting into it, and it's been really nice. We've been having a lot of good time watching other YouTubers. She's been enjoying doing that, and I'm gonna put her on the spot here. So who are your guys that you watch right now?
Well,
okay, so
bought myself a little nifty shirt. This was Matt's, but it was a little small for him. So.
She stole it. So she's a fan of Thrift Mine. And this is coming from someone that really did all the research herself and kind of went out there. I didn't tell her anybody to watch or anything.
Right.
So just name off like 3 more that you've been watching.
I've been watching Commonwealth Picker. Really like him.
Yeah.
And I've been watching, Tucker Upper, but
yep, she loves Tucker Upper.
I do. And then there's one I really like that he starts with it when he says like, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Oh, Shad Juice?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a recent one. Yeah.
Anybody else you want to mention?
I watched the Poetry of Nice.
Poetry of Nice.
And I think I watch, you just introduced me to Shed Flips.
Yeah, Lonnie. I had to tell her some of the classics.
Right, I like the duos because I like, you know, it's cool to see girls.
So
like
him and
husband and wife.
Lonnie and Candace. Yeah.
So once I knew he had a girl, I'm now more invested in that because it's just fun to watch couples together.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been really cool. We definitely have been together a lot more lately. I think you've been pushing me more to go out and source. I've been hitting way more garage sales, flea markets. I can barely even keep up with what we got going on. So doing all the listing and stuff. So yeah, so let's start talking about some stuff that's sold recently.
Okay, so we sold a Jingle Bell Rock Santa 1998.
Yeah,
$37.99.
$37.99. We picked that thing up at an estate sale. We paid like $2 for it, and I find these pretty often. But when you're picking them up, try to always test them when you're there, because I'd say half the time they don't work. So if you could test them before you buy them, that's always great. But if they're working, they're worth some good money. This is off season. During Christmas season, I probably could have got like closer to 50, 60 on that guy, but I just decided to list them anyways.
We did sell a lot of the Hannah Anderson swimsuits.
Yeah, so
there's a few.
Yeah, it's multi-quantity. We've had a bunch of those sell recently, and we're selling them between 20 to 25 each, and we have about $5 into each one of them.
You sold a Mason's patent ironstone pitcher. I never have seen you sell something like that.
Okay, so this was my little time where I was getting into selling breakables and listing them, trying to expand my knowledge. This is the first one that actually sold. I bought like 5 things. I probably picked that one up for $2 and it sold for
$29.99, and they paid shipping.
Okay, so yeah, not too bad of a return, but haven't shipped it yet, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you guys updated. A
Lancome Perfume. It was 40% full, and it sold for $21.50.
Yep, picked that up for $1 recently.
Yeah, Maggie Noir, and they paid shipping.
Cool.
The Lala Loopsy. So this was from a YouTube friend for her daughter. So
oh, really?
Yes, her daughter Hannah.
Cool.
And it's from Jan.
Okay, Jan, thank you so much. That's an item that we picked up at a garage sale, or I picked it up. Didn't make it onto a video. It was just like a bonus sale. I'd have a few dollars into the lot. It was a nice large lot. And what did it sell for?
$39.99.
All right, so Jan, thank you so much. And what was her daughter's name again?
Hannah.
So Hannah, hopefully you enjoy them, and thanks for watching.
Okay, you sold the indoor-outdoor speakers, the Proficient AW650.
Oh, nice.
And that was the pair. So that was one box, or
that was.
I remember when you.
Yeah, we just got those this weekend. We paid $30 for 2 boxes. This one sold for
100.
So yeah, 15 into this sold for 100.
Okay, so this is just one box.
Just one box.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a good one.
Good job, babe. We sold a 1999 2000 Skybox Impact basketball cards.
Yeah, you just found those yesterday.
Those sold for $164.
Yeah, we found those yesterday.
Oh my gosh, that's on the video.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a video soon.
Yeah.
She picked them up, showed them to me. Lady wanted 15, so we just paid it.
Well,
and,
I tried.
Yeah, she tried to get them for 10, but I knew what they were worth, so
I didn't know.
I just paid her after she said no, and listed those last night. They sold within 30 minutes for 165. Probably could have got more for those.
Okay, we sold a water filter, Seychelles.
Seychelles.
2 of them.
Oh, those are the bottles.
Yes.
Water bottles.
Yes.
So we got those for $1 a piece at a estate sale, and they sold for 20 bucks each, right?
Yes.
So $40 plus shipping. Those went international through the GSP program.
Nice. All right, you sold EXT Extreme Hair Therapy Moisturizing Cleanser Shampoo.
Yeah, so we got those recently at an estate sale. This was last weekend. Got a bunch of them. So we paid, we didn't pay a lot for these. We might have $1 into this one. What did it sell for?
$26.99, and they paid shipping.
Yeah, and that was multi-quantity. I have like, I don't know, 6 to 8 more of those left. So it's a discontinued item that people are going to pay up on.
We sold an LOL Surprise Remix Punk Girl Fashion Doll.
Yeah, so that was a good one. My daughter, who's in the tree over here, she actually found those with me at a Savers. We paid $10 for 2 of these dolls, or maybe it was $10 each. What did it sell for?
$47.99, and they paid shipping.
Yeah, so I paid up for them, but I knew they would sell. This one actually is going through the GSP program as well. So it probably took like a month to sell.
Oh, the tennis balls. The vintage tennis balls. 3 cans. Sold for $27.99, and they paid the shipping.
Remember what sale that was?
Yeah.
What was the guy saying?
Dollar.
So that guy was awesome. He's always at that flea market at the end of the day. He's always yelling out $1, $1. It's kind of like a fun tradition at the flea market when you go. He has a lot of fun with it. We saw those. We picked up a bunch of them. This is the first set to sell.
All right, we sold a vintage 1978 Boy Scout Order of the Arrow certificate.
Yeah, so this one was pretty good. We have like a couple bucks into this. Had it listed for 100. Someone sent me an offer for 85 plus shipping, and I went ahead and took that. And that was a good one. It was just like a certificate.
Is that from an estate sale?
Yeah, estate sale. That's a Boy Scout estate sale. And yeah, Order of the Arrow is like a really high rank in the Boy Scouts, so I figured that thing would probably sell pretty good. And it did.
All right, we sold a pair of Calvin Klein men's underwear for $24.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, have a couple bucks into those. Vintage underwear sells pretty good.
So we sold another one of the Timothy Leary's Mind Mirror, those sealed ones that we got from, I think we paid
$10
for a bunch of them.
Like 14 of them.
So that was $39.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, really good.
Let's see, we sold 2 Pokemon cards for
so
20 bucks.
Can you give me the name on that? Because I don't know if it's a YouTube friend, but I just want to thank
Debbie.
him. So Debbie, have a lot of Debbies that watch me. So if you're a YouTube friend, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy the cards. And but there's no note, so I'm not really sure.
We sold that Barbie, that one we got at the estate sale, so it was on a video when we picked it up. So that's the 1997 Twist and Turn Barbie. We sold for $69.99 plus shipping.
Yep. And what did we pay for that? 10 or 15?
15.
15. So we paid up for it, but it sold very fast.
Yeah. We sold a Sony CyberShot digital camera for $19.99.
Yep. Have about a buck into that in a estate sale.
Plus shipping. All right. We sold the Fujifilm digital camera, the Fine Pix.
Yeah. So that was actually pretty good. We paid $10 for that at a flea market. Sold within a couple days for
$47.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, so that was a real quick sell.
We sold a lot of Warhammer vintage figures for $34.99 plus shipping.
So I found those at an estate sale. Well, actually, it was a garage sale this past weekend. Got a bunch of them. So I paid $40 for a bunch of these. Didn't really know how much they were worth. Ended up being like over $1,000 worth of listings on those. Sold a couple so far. That one sold for...
that one was $34.99 plus shipping.
$34.99. There was another one that sold for like
$24.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, so those are going to do really well.
We sold a pitching wedge, Cleveland CG16 laser milled 44.
Yeah, paid $3 for that at a garage sale. Sold within a couple days
for $39.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, $40. That was a good one.
We sold the Nest the Google doorbell.
Yeah, so that sold really fast. We definitely paid up for it. We paid $50 for it.
Right.
But
we sold it for $144.
$144, and it sold within an hour. So I knew that thing would sell fast. I've sold them in the past. And if you list them at the right price, just below or right at the market price, everybody's buying those right now. So
yeah. We sold those Ziploc Zip and Steam bags that we picked up at that estate sale.
Yeah, that's the same Barbie estate sale.
Why do those sell so well? Those sold for $40.
$40. So they stopped making them. So everybody that would want to use them, they can't buy them anymore. So they go on eBay and pay up for them. We have maybe $1 into those.
Crazy. All right. Let's see. We sold the jigsaw puzzle, the Precious Moments.
Yeah. So I got that at a thrift store in Fremont, California. Paid a couple bucks for it. It sold for
$24.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, so these puzzles, they're not super fast sellers. I wouldn't really recommend picking them up unless you're getting them for really cheap.
Man, we sold the Hoka shoes, the women's comfort shoes.
Yeah, those sold up for a lot, right?
110 plus shipping.
Yep. Another item that I paid up on, I got those at Eco Thrift. I paid $30 for them. It was plus shipping or free shipping?
Plus shipping.
Okay, so that was a nice little profit. They did take a little bit longer to sell because I had them at the high price.
The vintage 1988 binder, where did you get that?
Which one?
The Surf Dog.
How much did that sell for?
$21.99 plus shipping.
I can't remember that. I've had that thing forever.
Wow, that's rad.
But yeah, I bought it because it kind of looks like a Trapper Keeper, and Trapper Keepers sell really well. So I figured this thing, at like half the price of a Trapper Keeper, I thought would sell, but it took.
Do you remember when I got that Trapper Keeper when you didn't know about them, and I picked one up for 50 cents at that garage sale, and I'm like, trust me, this will sell, and you're like.
Yeah, I had no idea, but it sold like the same day.
That night, yeah.
Sold within like 10 minutes.
For like $50.
Yeah, so that my wife is the one that taught me about Trapper Keepers, and ever since then I look for them everywhere. So.
You sold a wireless keyboard, Apple. $24.99.
Paid $3 for that at a garage sale just last weekend.
You sold the double wide pool float, the vintage one, for $47.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, we paid up for that one as well. We paid $15 for that at Eco Thrift.
Yeah.
But vintage pool floats do really well. If you get the Intex ones, that's like the more well-known brand. They do even better. This one was not like a name brand or anything. It was made in China, but it had an original receipt from 1994. So I knew it was vintage, and it sold within a day for, we made some decent money off that.
Yeah, there's a video with that one on it. You wanted to put it back.
Yeah, I almost didn't buy it, but we got it, and we sold it.
You sold the Jam Heavy metal Bluetooth wireless stereo speaker for $39.99.
Yeah,
shipping.
I paid about $5 for that, and it sold fairly fast.
The Toy Story Space Ranger utility belt.
Yeah, so
we got that at a thrift store.
Yeah, you found it.
$34.99 plus shipping.
And we bought that for like $4 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You sold a Hayward High School 1983 yearbook.
Yeah, I got that from an estate sale locally and paid less than $1 for it.
And it was sold for $21.99 plus shipping.
So for yearbooks, you're going to look for like 1970 up to like current day. Those are going to be like your good years, and then you also want to just make sure they're high school yearbooks, and then you're probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
They don't always sell fast, but they usually sell if you stick within those parameters.
You sold a lot of vintage Senior Boy Scouts patches for $29.99 plus shipping.
Okay, that came from that same Boy Scout estate sale. Have maybe $1 into those.
You sold a GameCube for $84.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, that came in that recent garage sale buy where I just bought a whole bin of like video game stuff and other electronics. This sold within a couple days. I paid $60 for everything. And we've already sold a bunch of stuff out of that box. We've already made a few $100s.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You sold the Wally, the robot toy with remote, and that sold for $99.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, so that item we actually paid up for again. So like a little theme from this video is if you can pay up on items and you could still make some really decent money. This thing took about a month to sell, and it actually wasn't even fully functional. So the head wouldn't turn, so it was kind of broken. We still got $100 from it. If the head was working, it would have been in like closer, like over $200 range, but still at 25 into 100 within a month plus shipping. That's not too bad.
Let's see, you sold a Franklin electronic speaking dictionary and thesaurus for $21.99.
Yeah, I paid like $1 for that.
You sold another one of those outdoor gigabits.
What?
Outdoor that.
Oh, we might be caught up now. Let me just check. Actually, we're not caught up. So yeah, gigabyte. Is it gigabyte or gigabit?
It's gigabit.
Let's see, gigabit.
It's gigabit.
Yeah, gigabit. I got those from a online auction. Have a couple bucks in each of those. And they sold for 55
for two.
For two of them.
Yeah. So. You sold the Girl Scouts Build-A-Bear, and we paid
50 cents.
50 cents for that. It sold for $24.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, it ended up being a pretty rare one.
I knew that one would sell. You sold a Treasury of Carousel
Hey, babe, we sold.
We sold.
Yeah, we're a team now.
The Treasury of Carousel Art Franklin camel figurine for $19.99.
Yeah, so we got that when we're on vacation. Where were we were going up to Tahoe or something.
Remember this?
We thrifted on our way up to some vacation, and I found like 4 of these. It was a small thrift store.
I remember that. That's
yeah.
Cool.
So that we paid like a couple bucks for it. It sold for 20 plus shipping.
You sold a vintage 6-piece Field Crest towel set, yellow. And that sold for $67.99 plus shipping.
Yeah, so vintage towels, especially if you have a whole set like this and they're brand new, they're gonna be pretty good. Field Crest is a good brand, so this one sold faster. I have other ones listed from that same estate sale that are not as well-known brands. They're just kind of like store brands, but they're still listed for around the $50 mark. So look out for that kind of stuff. Look in the linen section. That linen closet is gonna be a really big moneymaker if you get to know it and start picking out the good stuff.
You sold the vintage Chicago cutlery steak knife set. Is that the one I got for you? From Savers or from?
No, I got
Eco?
that from.
Oh.
Which one is that? The silver one? Yeah, that's the one I got at a flea market, and I paid 20 bucks for 3 sets, and they've all sold now.
Okay, so that went for $27.99 plus shipping. You sold a Canon PowerShot digital camera for $34.99.
Yeah, I usually pick those up for $1 or $2.
And then let's see, I believe so these are from a viewer. They bought like 5 items.
Which ones?
One's a set, one's...
Oh yeah, so he bought a bunch of those Marvel cards. What was his name?
That's what I'm pulling up right now.
So yeah, he picked out a bunch of them. We made him a deal. I cut him, I think it was like 20 or 30% off because he was buying so much. Jeff. So Jeff, he bought a bunch of them, and he also lived very close, so the shipping we were able to combine. So it went from like $250 total down to like $160 free ship. But we're still making some really good money off that. So Jeff, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy those cards. And yeah, you got some cool ones, so
all right,
appreciate it.
We sold the Vibram 5-finger shoes.
Yeah, we paid $5 for those. They sold very fast for like 20 bucks or something.
Yeah, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
We sold the Care Bears push button puppet. It's a game. It's from a game.
So you found those when you were out by yourself one time.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No.
Or maybe, yeah.
I mean,
it's the one where you got busted filming at a garage sale. Or maybe I was with you. I can't remember. But
oh yeah.
It was that box.
Yeah. The box. So those sold for 20 bucks plus shipping.
Yeah.
Let's see. We sold Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, that's a really good game. It sold for $65 free shipping. Cost me about $3 ship out. That actually came in that GameCube. I didn't know about it when I bought them, but it was a nice little surprise.
You sold vintage Hella automotive lights, 2 of them.
Yeah, those came from a garage sale. Paid like $2 for them.
Sold for $27.99 plus shipping. You sold a vintage carved wood duck.
Yeah, so wood ducks, or wood birds in general, the vintage ones are like my secret little item that I always look out for.
Yeah.
They always seem to do well, and you could always kind of just make up your own price. So the more unique, the better. But even if they just kind of look old and just kind of weird, they do really well also. How much did that one sell for?
$24.99 plus shipping.
So that one's a cheap one. That's a small one, right? It's like a little black one.
10 inches.
Yeah, so that was a cool one. But we've definitely gotten a lot more from them before.
So we sold the Minecraft Wii edition for the Nintendo.
The game?
The game with manual. And that sold for 20 bucks plus shipping.
Okay. Can't even remember where I got that, but we got it recently for just $1 or $2.
We sold the Nike LeBron shoes.
Yeah, paid $3 for those at a garage sale last weekend. Sold very fast.
$37.99 plus shipping. We sold those green joggers, the vintage Lee brand.
Green joggers.
We got them at the flea market. It was that set. We got a whole bunch of them.
I don't even know what a green jogger is. Let me see it.
The sweats.
Oh, the sweats, yeah.
Those sold for $27.99 plus shipping.
Cool.
We sold a Toy Story Woody doll, the talking one, for $20 plus shipping.
Yep, paid 50 cents for them, or a quarter or something.
Yeah. We sold, let's see. Oh, we sold Uggs, the mountaineering hiker boots.
Yeah, so I definitely paid up for those. I paid like $60 for them. They took kind of a long time to sell, and they sold for
$150 plus shipping.
$150 plus shipping. So we're a little bit more than doubling up on them. All right, so I think we're all caught up. That's everything that sold for $20 or more over the last few days. Like always, I always say this. I want to try to get more regular on these videos again. You're gonna have to push me to start making more videos on this channel, because I'm just kind of deep in it, listing stuff and working outside, and I always forget to do this, but we're gonna do it more often, hopefully. But yeah, that's gonna be it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you soon with another video.
Gotta be the first one there, not the last one there. I gotta be the first one there.